you doing?
All right, let's review the Beta XTrainer. Whoa! But first, she's gonna need a wash because I have neglected it since my last ride. All right, so while we're washing the bike, let me give you a little background about myself and the riding experience I have. I've been riding enduro for about a year now, and my previous bike was a Honda CRF 250L. It's a good bike to start out on, but it was way too heavy, not enough power. I did quite a lot of modifications to it to suit me and try to make it better. Suspension, more power, lower seat, because I'm only 5'6". So I wanted the confidence to be able to reach the ground. So after about 8 months, I really wanted to do more hard enduro type stuff and improve my riding. So I started looking into more enduro dedicated bikes rather than a dual sport. I watched tons of videos, read a lot of reviews and specs and everything, and ultimately I felt that the Beta XTrainer was actually the perfect fit for me. Really, no other bikes were in consideration as much. The Gas Ranger was an option, but they're few and far between here. Not as easy to get. I knew I definitely wanted a two-stroke. Just from all the things you hear about it, it just sounds like the perfect engine to have for technical riding, stalling less, the power delivery, all that. I mean, it just made sense. I was a little hesitant at first, but figured it would be a learning experience. Right from the first ride, I just felt right at home, very inspired with confidence. As you can see, I got almost 32 hours on it now. One of my favorite things is the power delivery on it. It's got plenty of power and torque, but it's not overly aggressive where you're going to get yourself into too much trouble with it. Another one of the best features, in my opinion, is how lightweight it is, how easy it is to pick up a few times a ride, and it just doesn't drain my energy like it used to on the CRF. Hill climbs, hill climbs, hill climbs. This bike, I reckon, could climb up anything if it wasn't for my ability holding it back. It just, the two-stroke, it just wants to lug, and you feel like it's never going to stall on you. I mean, I have stalled it a few times, but that's just bound to happen sometimes, no matter what bike, I suppose. So being new to two-strokes and carburetors, it's nice that this bike has oil injection. Just make sure to put a zip tie around that line there. The seat height is great at 910 mil, but you're making a sacrifice on ground clearance, so it's a double-edged sword. The suspension's quite soft, which is good for rough terrain and trials-like riding, but it's really bad at speed. I've had a couple of stacks now in third or fourth gear where the front just deflects or washes out on me, and it could be quite dangerous, to be honest. A few quick downsides to the bike, I would say, is I worry a little bit that the main bearing is going to fail, given their track record. There's not many aftermarket parts readily available as some other models. The plastics are a bit flimsy, but to be fair, I've tossed it around quite a bit. The oil tends to splatter out of the exhaust where there's a rubber coupling. See on the engine there, and there's a coupling there. I put another zip tie around it to hopefully stop it. I didn't care very much for the stock tires that were on it. They're more of a dual sport tire. So I got my money's worth out of the rear. I got about 30 hours on it. As you know, I have 32 on the bike now, so I've had a couple hours on the rear. I have a tubeless system with a Shinko 515, or is it, no, 525 cheater. It's a gummy compound, and so far I absolutely love it. It just has so much grip. The bike feels so much better with it. Very happy so far, but I do notice that it may chunk away a little bit easier, being that it is a gummy tire. I put a pair of steg pegs on them, which I absolutely love. The only downside is you have to take it off to change the air filter, so it's kind of annoying, but it's worth it. I also have a bash plate and pipe guard, bark busters, standard stuff. Then it leads us into the radiator guards. Very happy I put those on. As you can see, I smashed it pretty good. The radiator is still in really good condition, not worth replacing or anything like that, so I'm going to run it like that for the time being. Next is the clutch. It's not as light as I would like it to be, but for now I have washers to behind the spring to make it a lighter pull, which has actually made quite a difference. But I have a Clake one light clutch on order, and I'm very excited to get that fitted. So is the bike perfect for everyone? No, of course not, but I don't think any bike is. You got to look at what you're getting for the price point. Understand that the bike is built as a cross trainer. It's mostly an enduro bike with a trials background. If you want to spend the money in the future to upgrade something, then do it then. But for now, just get on it and ride. That's how I see it. Whether you're a beginner, intermediate, or someone who just wants to do the slower technical riding, then the bike should definitely be a candidate for your next enduro weapon. This has been Jersey Joe. Ciao for now.